Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at AppleCare Plus and see if this particular subscription model, in a way, is worth buying in 2024. Now, what AppleCare Plus is basically it's insurance for your particular device. I think most of you know this by now, but what AppleCare and AppleCare Plus used to be is that it still does, it protects your device against unwanted repairs, unwanted things like that, or things that you can't plan for. Now, I do think if you have all the money in the world, like if you don't care about, if you're not paying for it or for whatever the case is, then getting a phone or device with AppleCare is always better than a device without AppleCare. At the core, what it does is that it will protect you from a lot of craziness that may happen with your device when you own it. So if you randomly drop your device, if you crack it, if you break it, most of the time AppleCare will kick in, and it's basically like insurance for your device. It doesn't last forever, but it does last for a year or 2 years, depending on the type of device you have. And that is a very, very important thing to keep in mind. Now, AppleCare is kind of different per device that you get, but at the core, like I said, for every single device, it pretty much is like insurance for your particular phone or your MacBook or whatever. Now, from what it looks like, with AppleCare Plus for Mac, the pricing model of that is basically $34.99 annually or $99 for 3 years. AppleCare Plus for iPad is about $349 monthly or $69 for 2 years. AppleCare Plus for your iPhone is $399 monthly or $79 for 2 years. AppleCare Plus for Apple Watch, $249 monthly or $49 for 2 years. And AppleCare Vision Pro, and for the Apple display, so many other things. It's not as crazy, but it's still, $500 for AppleCare for the Apple Vision Pro. I will tell you, depending on which type of device you get, it may make sense. And like I said, if you're not paying for it, then you might as well take advantage of it. But if you are paying for it, it may not make a lot of sense to go and purchase one of these devices with AppleCare, especially if you already are getting it insured through maybe a workplace, or if it's a work computer, like I said, or a school computer, or even if it's like a work phone or something like that. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to have AppleCare on it, because if it's not yours, it doesn't really matter as long as you're taking kind of good care of it. Now, on an iPhone, what you think is probably the most important thing most people will probably get from a AppleCare thing. One, you're getting Apple certified service and support coverage. You're getting unlimited incidents of accidental damage protection, and you're getting battery service coverage as well. Now, if you do get AppleCare, Plus with theft and loss prevention, that means that up to 2 incidents of theft or loss are covered every 12 months. So it says each, incident is subject to a deductible and everything like that. So if you get that specific one, if somebody steals your phone, they will go ahead and give you another phone. It's not as easy as that. The old phone will be completely, unserviced. It will be completely basically banned from being used. But that is something that can actually happen as well, that you can basically take advantage of. If it ever gets stolen, if your phones get stolen a lot, it might make sense to go ahead and basically take advantage of that as well. Now, on top of that, whatever, one you basically choose, you can always get the unlimited incidents of accidental damage protection, and you can also get 80% of its original capacity of battery at least. So if your battery health is always degrading on your phone, you can always take advantage of that on your particular Mac as well, on your particular iPhone as well. And the same exact thing in theory goes for your Macs, too, which is another really cool thing. Now, for the Macs, it doesn't look like there's accidental, theft protection or anything like that on your particular device. So no theft and loss prevention on your particular Macs, but it's still cool. And I would say for Macs, it's not actually as expensive as I thought. So maybe AppleCare Plus would kind of make sense on a particular MacBook or whatever device like that. So that might be another thing to kind of keep in mind. On iPads too, if you're going to go through and use it on your iPad, this is also another really cool thing as well, because you get the same exact thing that your iPhone gets. You also get hardware coverage as well, which is another really cool thing. And also sometimes your services can actually cover not only your particular iPad, but some accessories as well. Your Apple Pencil, your Apple branded iPad keyboard, and your USB cable and power adapter too, if it's included in the box. So that right there is another really cool thing. And there's unlimited incidents of accidental damage protection on an iPad. Now you can get a fee up to $49 and $29 for Apple Pencil or whatever, but it's still they're gonna fix it for significantly cheaper than what it would have cost if you didn't have AppleCare. So what I'm probably going to tell you is that for the most part, as you can see, if any of the things that I kind of listed out throughout this whole entire video, if it spoke out to you, if it was like, oh my goodness, like would be the such a humongous qualified person to for my devices to always be protected, then that makes a lot of sense to go and basically get AppleCare Plus in this particular standpoint. But I will tell you, probably for the average person out there, you probably do not need AppleCare or AppleCare Plus. I think you're probably going to be totally okay with the standard type of insurance that your basically device gets you. I don't think you need AppleCare. But if you're buying a used device and it comes with it, or if it's some reason that your device isn't really going to be supported anymore and you just want to take advantage of AppleCare, if you can buy it when it comes out, it might make sense to go and do it. you don't need it, but it's still a really cool thing that you can basically do on your particular device. So I will tell you, if it makes sense for you, then go ahead and buy it. But I would probably say for the average person, you don't really need it. It's not a necessity, but it's kind of a nice to have kind of thing. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.